finale there. It's like we're in a rave club or something. Oh. Goodness. Calm down, calm down. Are you serious? What? No way. Okay, stupid thing. Wonder why that's happening here. So, hold on a second. Work out a bug real quick here. What's something going on down here? Should be hooked up already. Okay. Guess no. Find out here. Yeah, it's hooked up. Okay. Okay, welcome to the channel. This is Michael with BNSF 4178. Okay, so this is a video that YouTube, since I'm building subscribers and stuff like that, it's I guess what they call the grand finale, and it's called bringing the simulator to life. So yeah, we're doing a couple of informational videos here. So showcasing the completed control stand, a close-up view of the finished control stand, highlighting the intricate details, custom-made components, the overall aesthetic appeal, demonstrating functionality, a live demonstration of the control stand in action, showcasing its responsiveness, realistic controls, and the immersive experiences it provides. Emphasize key features, highlight the unique features of the control stand such as realistic lighting, sound effects, and the ability to interact with virtual environments. I think we did that on the last video, but this is going to be actually with the simulation programs running. Challenges. The challenges we faced, overcoming obstacles. So this is going to be about an hour long, a little bit of a talk through. And I don't have shoes on. I got home late, ate dinner, and watched Tiny Tim's Adventures. So thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time, welcome to the channel. And I hope you do like the content. As I do say, this channel is focused on building a locomotive simulator. And man, my allergies are just killing me. Too bad, huh? Too bad. My kids tear up my office. But I gotta touch that up. So, okay, I guess we save that. Showcasing the completed control stand. Okay. So we'll showcase that. So this is the completed control stand itself. That's how it looks. Close-up views. And as you can see, my Doggett Industries cup that I shot with a pellet gun, teaching my daughter how to shoot. And she's actually pretty damn good. She hit the fuck out of that cup. So, a close-up view of control stand, highlighting the intricate details. Yeah, this is very intricate, I'd say. Lightings. and buttons. Yeah, nothing had lighting in it. And certain things did have some lights, but functionality and wiring and radio aspect wise. So what we can do is we'll have the light on here. Kick that on. You'll see the wiring parts, man. So challenges, challenges was learning how to code and wire. Learning how to make a rotary switch work like a emulated keyboard button press. So like on these guys right here, a little bit further down, like that guy. Well, there's one wire sticking out of it, but nothing major. But he is obsolete. But these guys are not. So as you can see, I've got one blue wire that goes from one side to the other side. I got red that comes out, it flips and goes back. And then I've got brown that comes up. So making a rotary switch work like a emulated keyboard button press is pretty fun. Man, these wires look like shit. I trim all this. Yeah, wiring I've got to make it look a lot better. I tried my best, even like with this guy here, so pardon for my allergies, but running wires to this guy, which that just supplies lighting to it. I'd like to learn to where it could say hello, or, the channel BNSF 4178. Learn that. That's another learning process curve that you have to learn. But as I was talking about, breadboards, all your ground wires that are looped, providing constant grounding. Another thing here, ground wires that are looped, providing constant grounding. And then yes, you do see that miniature pot sensor there. So that's one. Back here there's more. I've got to get a screwdriver for that one. But wiring's a lot. It's quite a bit of learning. Huge learning curve on wiring and coding. What else? A live demonstration. We already see the live demonstration, but we can make it work. Get you down here. So live demonstration, the realistic aspect of it, I would say. It is quite on par. So volume, like whenever I turn the knob for my light switches, it's like that. If I want to turn them down, turn them back up. If I want to turn them down and off. So that's where coding comes in. Your delay sequence in minute millivolts of a volt. Like my brakes, like my engine auto is stopped, so I've got applying brakes, applying my locomotive brakes. If engine auto stopped, okay, which the EOT. Okay, that's showing pressure drop there, so that's EOT talking to me there. So I can put that to forward, and what it's going to do is going to start engine in progress. So actual functionality, physics. You hear the motor start kicking on. And then then, like on the screens, it shows, you know, the bell is on, it's operational. Turn it off, on switch. Sander, apply sand for traction. So we're gonna pop our fins, I believe, but we got our fins on it. Sander is on, disconnect the sand. Oh, darn it. Starts pushing, so what if there's updates? So no new updates on the MFD screens or SDIS proper pronunciation for the ET44C4 locomotives from GE. So there's a lot of beeping and stuff with this program and the simulation, so you gotta get used to it. Apply the brake, the park and brake. Alright, there we go. Park and brake is set. Pop reverser to neutral. So that's how that is done there. Demonstrating the functionality. Yes, lighting and all that fun stuff. Emphasize key features. Unique features are, there's unique features like this guy here, the emergency EOT. That will put my train into emergency. So, yeah, you've seen me use it once. That was inside Shed 10. I was not familiar with that route on the Donner Pass, and yeah, we had a train collision inside a tunnel, 2 intermodals. Not fun. So, other key features, microphone whenever I'm playing online with other people on Discord. Key features, radio. Key features: functional SDIS screens or MFDs. There's somebody that commented, well, the actual name for the screens are for the from General Electric on these type of locomotives are SDIS. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. So MFD SDIS. How about that? I call them multifunctional display screens. They do multiple functions on displays, which means I can set up my distance, which is the length of my train, count up from 0 or down from the number. I can do my end of train, my EOT information. That'll tell me whenever my EOT moves or if it has any errors, and also the brake pressure readings at the end of the train. Switches, I can cut in my motors and cut out my motors. Locked axles, dynamic brake cutout, motor cutouts. So I don't technically want to do that, so we're just gonna leave that alone. Auto start, auto stop information, which the reverser's in center. See, now that I've got everything in the buttons green, it's going to start counting down to stop the motor and turn off. So that's one of the key features in the simulator. Most of you people are looking at the screen on the TV screen and seeing your little things down there. I've got it right here, which is pretty cool. There's more features to come in time as they do updates. Sound effects, the motor, the rumble, and all that fun stuff there. So, let's put this in idle. get pretty loud. I can hear the things on my walls just going. So that's another fun feature of the simulator, and it gets freaking hot. Shit, I'm already freaking getting toasty warm in here with the heat. Sharing the challenges encountered, discussing the unexpected hurdles that arose during the build process. You know, the challenging process where, you know, whenever you try one thing, okay, and you get it, and so you're like, okay, like on all my button presses, okay, I learned one, I tested the second one, the third one, I did the same. I'm like, okay, everything else is the same, so I just copy, paste, and if you forget one little tiny thingy on this thing, it'll just completely mess everything up. So that's where you're going back over it, okay, is this right, is this right, is this right, you know, and then ordering the wrong parts or the wrong size, you know, or it's like, darn it doesn't work like that, so I've got to figure this out. Whenever I was doing the electrical the first time for the switch boxes and stuff, yeah, I blew the breaker to the office and part of the house a few times, and my kid's like, yeah, Dad's working in his office again, he blew the breaker, the TV's out. So, you know, you run across those little mishaps, and they're fun sometimes, and it's funny, it's like, oh, here you go. And then thinking something's gonna go easy and it goes completely opposite. That's the joy of it. And spacing, you know, thinking, okay, I can run this thing like this and do it like that, and it'll be okay. What else, you know, hurdles, waiting on shipping, you know. Yeah, this thing took me freaking almost 6 to 8 months to get the chair. I had paid for the thing, and the shipper's like, well, okay, it'll be out on this date. Well, where's that? Oh, they said they ran into this issue here. It's going to be backlogged on this date. What? Okay. So another 3 months. Hey, what's the status? They said it's going to be on this route, this and this, this and that. Okay. So patience. It's another thing that you have to learn while building a simulator. You know, making the wrong cuts or making the right measurement, making sure everything is straight, and then trying to keep everything clean and tidy. So, demonstrating problem-solving techniques, yeah, it's like, well, yeah, you know, learning from mistakes and emphasizing the values. Problem-solving techniques is like whenever you're running multiple wires, you've got a lot of static, what causes it? You're talking to people in the community, and both of you are putting your heads together, okay, let me try this. So you get home, you're there at work driving and thinking, okay, is this gonna work? Okay, no, I've tried it like this, that doesn't work, well, what about this? And then you're watching YouTube videos, you're looking at, you know, what causes the problem that you're having and how to resolve it. Sometimes there's nothing there that you can find, so you actually gotta think. So it's like, okay, how do I fix this? And it's not hard. So now you're looking at codes. Coding was the hardest part for me, and it still is hard, because for this thing to run with Run8, yeah, there's certain people I had to talk to and I had to ask to help with, and they were kind enough and took time out of their afternoons to help me work out the bugs and get it operational. So major shout out to the community on assisting me with this project. So let's see, making it happen, next thing here. Breaking down of the build process, providing a consensus overview of the different stages of the build, highlighting the key techniques and materials used. So, if you're wanting to build a locomotive control stand and you don't have the space, or you want to build it in phases, you can build 2 sections, one here, one there. That could be 2 parts. Whenever you get your own place, okay. So main components that you're going to want to get is the locomotive controller, which is this guy here, and the locomotive brake controller. The radio, you can print it on a piece of paper and put a speaker behind it. Buttons. And these guys. You can get the switches and stuff from manufacturers. Take a picture, look for it on YouTube or on Google. You can get something similar to it. All these are off Amazon. Momentary stall switches and stuff. So, main components that operate these 2 guys are potentiometers. Everything else is emulated keyboard press, toggle switches. So, wiring. Arduino, ARDUINO, Teensy++, and the Teensy LC pins soldered in. It's a pain in the butt soldering pins. You're using wood, 2x4s, sheets of plywood, 1/4 inch thick, 3-inch screws, and 1 inch screws. Drill bits. Drill the holes before you pop the screw or you will split the wood. Okay, you gotta do it nice and soft. Don't do it hard. You'll be upset if you split the wood, because then it looks like shit. That was one thing. I took wood shop in high school for 3 years, so I'm very good with working with wood. That's what he said. I got a story to tell about it. Cut my knuckles right here with a bandsaw. How to get them put back together. Sharing the tips of DIY enthusiasts, offering practical advice for viewers who are interested in building their own simulators, covering topics like choosing components, sourcing parts, and working with electronics. So, sourcing parts, yes, wood, and where to get those things, communities. Also, there's manufacturers out there that scrap locomotives. So, there's groups on Facebook that do that too. So, but yeah, get those paint it the color that you want. Primarily, originally, whenever I had the control stand built, I stained it all. I had it all stained. I want to make it look something that just didn't. What's that? So, since I built the cab, I was like, okay, let me make it look the color. So I gotta clean that up there. I wonder how it got dirty. Encouraging community involvement. Inviting viewers to share their own DIY projects. Fostering a sense of community, encouraging discussion in the comments. Yes, I do like the comments. And yeah, there's people that do that. So, unveiling future plans. Yeah, future plans are getting the fan in, doing the chair, getting the SDIS screens in. Including, potential upgrades, correct, enhancements, and plans to expand its capabilities. Yep, there you go. Exploring the possibilities. Hypothesizing about the potential uses of these simulators, such as training, entertainment, and educational applications. It's for entertainment and educational applications. Training, yeah, I could teach my kids how to do this. They like it. My daughter Miranda likes it. So she asked me, can I drive the train today, Dad? I'm like, it's 8:30, you got school tomorrow. Sorry. A call to action, encouraging viewers to subscribe for updates. Subscribe for updates, I would say. New viewers, subscribe for updates, ask questions in the comments. Stay tuned for future videos showcasing the simulators evolution. So yes, there are going to be more in-depth videos of these stages I want to do. So first thing is going to be, my first thing that I want to work on this weekend most likely is going to be the blueprints, which is the schematics. Schematics of the cab, schematics of the MFD, the SDI, or I don't know what the MFD screen boxes, baby. Just MFDs, multi-function display screen boxes. Okay, that's what I call them. Be happy. Hakuna Matata. But the dimensions for the box, how it's set out, and the angles, dimensions of the tabletop, and also the control stand, because this all is one piece. The tabletop itself, which is the base. This, and the base. That is one piece. The table is one piece that is screwed onto that. The screen box, that's screwed onto that. And then you have the cab. So there will be blueprints and pictures of how that's set up. That way you can see and draw it out on what you want. So, what else? The angles of the cab, how far it sets out from center forward. Because yeah, the front window is angled. It's technically not angled to the angle of the actual, I don't know. I did it what I had off of, so it was off a -9 unit. So I wouldn't think they'd have a difference in the cab for the ET44C4 angles. They just have the difference in the control stand. So a final look reflecting the journey. Recap of the project. A quick summary of the simulator build highlighting key milestones. Okay. The first milestone was getting this thing running. It took a month. And then I was like, okay, I got that done. Let's do my switch boxes. Which, testing the toggle switches, that's very easy code. It's not hard. So I was like, okay, next milestone was this guy, the locomotive brake assembly. Because these two things are the hardest components to get. Because yeah, they're actual devices off units. And there's people that'll screw you for your money. So that's where you gotta be careful, you know. The radio, manufacturer I talked about. Ritron. Rittron. So once I had those, I built the stand and I was like, okay, I want to build a cab. That was the next milestone. The largest milestone that I actually built was the cab. Because I had to invest in so much. I had to invest in 2 gargantuous TVs, plus the screens, and a ton of material in wood. Building the base, building the sub wall, building the top, building the frame supports, paint too. You're spending almost $80 to $100 for a quart of paint. And you better buy the good paint, not the shitty paint. So that's another milestone. So there's still more things to come from that part. Exposing on the overall journey. Expressing gratitude, thanking the viewers for their support throughout the build process, acknowledging the contributions through comments and engagements, which I do say yes, thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your, thumbs up, great comments. The ones that do, or what is it, nagging Nancy's, I do like you too, I don't mind. Or the MFD screens. Looking ahead, future projects, and the continued exploration of DIY engineering and technology. So yeah, this is all DIY, so. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the front portion of how it's built where the TV and everything stands on, but the locomotive actual simulator base sits like that. So that's what the table sits on. So there's measurements on that, and then you have this built in. So Eventually it's all going to be all one piece, but that's how it's set up. Which it gets dusty, I gotta de-dust. So, quite a bit of storage space on top. But as your 2x4s, you can see how many we used. Those are going to be in the prints and plans, angles and stuff like that. But that's on this video here. Okay, so that is going to be called that. Anything else, Mr. YouTube? No, that's it. But yeah, making it happen, the build finale, that's pretty much what it is. You know, there's more things to come. And I believe, depending on what tomorrow brings, whatever tomorrow's Friday, we will be doing a live run. I don't think I have any parties or anything to go to. So if you see me live, tune in, say hi, hello, how you doing in the comments. As I do always say, if you like the content, I hate saying it, I'm sorry, hit that like and subscribe button. Share it with your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your cats, your dogs, the roaches and rats down the streets. Okay? Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's nice. But that's cool. So success making it happen. So what's, oh, there's more. Yep. Let's brainstorm. Well, AI generated content. Okay, see. Simulator build finale, okay. So yeah, bringing it to life, you know, it's already alive, but but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for viewing the channel. It is 10:24. I've got to go to sleep. I've got to work tomorrow. Hopefully I have a good day, God willing. And we shall see. I need more water filtration systems to install. As you can see, what I do whenever I'm not doing trains, my last short that I posted was a filtration system I put in for a home. So if you have issues with your water quality and you are in the Houston area, call David Hicks Plumbing and you will have me come out for a water quality quote. You know, filtration systems or anything like that, or any type of plumbing needs that you need performed. Plumbing, okay, dealing with sewer, water, and gas. All right. Thank you for tuning in. BNSF 4178 out.